First opened back in 2010. We're on the air from Target Field here in downtown Minneapolis. Tonight, an exciting interleague matchup of first-place clubs between the Washington Nationals and the Minnesota Twins. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Ace Medina will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy's one of the most dominant pitchers in the game, and how dominant? Picked up a double-digit strikeout total in his last start, and hopefully he'll bring that A game with him in the ballpark for this one.
Good breaking ball there. Had him frozen. Strike one. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
A moment now to take a look at the visiting Washington Nationals. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Yeah, Matty, every person that bought a ticket tonight came to see one thing, and that's the guy on the mound. But I'll tell you what, from an offensive standpoint, this is what you live for. Who's going to make the adjustments offensively to put quality at bats against this guy? Do they have to get him early? Can someone work themselves into a big count to drive a ball in the gap late? I am so fired up to see this offense take on this monster.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corners.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high scoring of games when Carl's behind the dish.
Here now the 2-2. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And another foul ball. And we're just getting started here in Minneapolis. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Good changeup, and it's 0-2.
Hey, this is the game within the game right here. The hitter has to decide if he's going to change his game plan. Is he going to stay staunch and wait for him to miss over the heart of the plate or inside, or is he going to adjust his sights and try and drive the ball the other way?
Grounded softly down the line toward first. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nationals gone in order. And now the Twins will go to work on offense. We've got no score. Seth Romero gets the starting assignment for the Nats in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy pitched well in his last one, getting through 7 innings in his last start. We'll see if he can turn in another quality start and pick up the win in this one also.
So, guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty V. I think one of the toughest things, D-Row, is to keep playing with this sense of urgency. It looks like they're playoff bound, but the thing is, you need to keep going and not take your foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, you need to be rewarded for the marathon. And that's exactly what this team has done. They've already clinched a playoff berth, and now they get ready for the sprint. Try and find a way to get healthy, but not lose focus.
A ball and 2 strikes now. 1-2. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. The throw into second. And that is where the wheels pay off as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself into scoring position to start off the inning.
So striding in, Jorge Polanco. First shot for him here, and with the season winding down, he's closing in on a league batting title. Ball one to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0 finds the zone, strike one.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
And there's ball two now. Buxton stands at second with no outs. Counts even, 2-2 for Polanco. Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. Long throw to third. And he is in there. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out. So digging in now, Brent Rucker. He comes into this one hoping for a late season push toward moving up near the top of that RBI leaderboard. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Runners are at first and third with none out. In there, 1-2 now.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
And it looks like they're picking up right where they left off last night, where they posted some big offensive numbers. Well, he keeps the party going with a double here. Going to be a tall order to duplicate last night's performance, but they'll give it a try.
Ready now, Max Kepler. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title.
That's how quick an inning can potentially get away from you out there. You get the first 2 outs pretty quick. Next guy gets on, and now you're staring the number 4 hole hitter in the face with a runner in scoring position.
The run scores from second. It's a 3-0 game. The relay, and he's in there with a 2-run triple.
That's a monster at bat right there. A 1-run lead is fine and everything, but a 3-run cushion feels a lot better. And that's where they stand right now after that 3-bagger.
Here's Miguel Sano as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
In there, and it's even at 1. The 1-1 is a fastball that misses.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now, he needs to think about this hitter.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better execution. That might have woke him up.
The 2-2. Now a changeup hit on the ground to shortstop. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
At the plate, Alex K. And what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one. And this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Swung on in the dirt, and that's a strikeout. A chance now from target field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Yeah, Matty, this team poses a lot of problems offensively. This is a scary lineup because they can beat you in a variety of ways. Not only do they have power in the middle of the order, but a ton of speed that can put some serious pressure on the defense.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, and it's tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. So it's 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. Here's Miguel Andujar now. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
Fouled off.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Struck him out.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at the Twins on defense. And, guys, one thing I want you to be mindful of in this one. We were here early, pregame, watching these guys take extra reps, ground balls, throwing the ball across the diamond, fly ball, shagging. This team has the highest fielding percentage in the American League. And the amount of work that goes in to playing stellar defense, and I think that's what makes this team really good.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Medina been having himself quite a year so far, toting a sub-3 ERA. He's undoubtedly been one of the league's best.
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Roy, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
In now, Matt Nice. And there he goes towards second. Strike called. Now the throw down. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
Well, so much for that first hit of the game. Tried to press their luck and move him up to second with the steal, but it didn't work out.
The windup and the 0-1. Sent out to straightaway center field. Buxton moves over. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Nationals go quietly. They trail here. Stepping into the box, Royce Lewis. He's a guy hoping to finish strong in the season's final month. Definitely in the discussion for Rookie of the Year honors. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted in the air out to center field. Eaton is under it. He's got it 1 away.
Time for a look at the curly W on D. In the outfield, Josh Reddick, a huge wrestling fan, but what we need to lock in on is the fact that he's got one of the best arms in baseball. Loves throwing guys out at the dish. We'll see if he gets the opportunity today.
Swing and a liner. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Throwing to second. And that is where the wheels pay off as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Buxton, or sometimes just Buck for short. He was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2012. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Into the box now, Jorge Polanco. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set and the pitch. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there. Polanco has all the necessary skills to play great defense on the left side of the infield, and it makes him really fun to watch. He can pick it with the best of them, but what sets him apart is the huge arm. It's accurate, it's incredibly strong, certainly has the ability to uncork a throw and beat a runner when he needs to, and it's impressive to watch.
Yeah, anybody that has the ability to go to their backhand and to absolutely fire a cannon across the infield is a huge asset to have.
And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Now a 5-0 lead. The relay throw, and he is in there with an RBI triple. That triple just seems to be par for the course for him of late.
Yeah, Matty, he's seeing the ball extremely well. There's no doubt about that. You can see here that the body is calm. He keeps his hands back, and he just explodes through the baseball, winding up at third with another RBI under his belt.
Kyle McGowan is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway. Standing in now, Brent Rucker. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Polanco at third with 2 away. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. And that misses, 2-1.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Now the 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a ball. Max Kepler would be next. The 3-1 pitch. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
He's set. Here it comes. And a slider tails outside for ball 1.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Outside and low, 3-0.
No strike. If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup. And
there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball. So stepping in, Miguel Sano. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though. Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. A 2-ball, 1-strike count to the Twins' first baseman.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Over at the knees, and that's the 2nd strike.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Pitch popped up. Dice has a play, and that ends the inning. Twins do get a run, however, and it comes via this RBI triple. We've played 2. It's the Twins 5 and the Nationals. In now for Washington, number 8. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs. Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Rucker waits on it, and that's the first out of the inning. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. Strike taken, good bender on the outside there. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Down the first baseline. The 0-2 once more. Is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
Ozzie Abreu is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Good curveball, strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. And we're back for the bottom of the 3rd. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. 2-0 to the Twins left fielder.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
2-1 the count. Now the 2-1 pitch. Liner into right center. That's a base hit. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. The 1-0 pitch. 2-0.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
The 2-0 is taken, strike one.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heater.
2-2. The 2-2. Lifted in the air out to right. Reddick has a read on it. 1 away. The next twin up, Royce Lewis. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
The good news for pitchers in this part is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
Into the box, Luis Arias, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Didn't stay on top of the slider that time as it misses high. One and 2 now as this catches the outer half. Kay, the runner at third. Lewis at second with 1 away. And tough fastball to lay off on 1 and 2, but he did, and it's 2 and 2 now. Hit out towards second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. 1 run scores. The throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
The center fielder, number 25.
Digging in, Byron Buxton. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
This is a tough spot here to turn 2 off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively to make sure you get at least 1 out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out at second, take that. And if you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get 1 out in a spot like this.
The 1-1. Misses, ball 2.
You could tell he's starting to get frustrated out there. He's not usually used to getting knocked around the yard a little bit, and you can tell he's starting to feel for it.
2-1 pitch, a circle change taken for a called strike 2. Three balls and 2 strikes to the Twins center fielder.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
What's the saying?
The batter, number
When you
11.
find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
First pitch on its way. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
The 1-0 home is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
There's a strike. It's 2-1. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
The right fielder, number 5.
Digging in, Brent Rucker. Here comes the first pitch. Right there for strike 1. Now the 0-1. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.